I think the last thing this country needs is a third Tory party, and that's essentially what we've got at the moment when Labour says that they're not going to reverse a single cut. Two Tory parties is quite enough without the third. But seriously, I think that there is a major betrayal going on here, in the sense that I think people who voted Labour would expect them to be opposing these cuts and to say not only are they socially devastating, but they're also economically illiterate. In other words, if you've got to tackle a deficit as we do, you don't do it through more and more austerity. I find it so depressing that the notion of economic credibility has now been defined entirely as meaning more and more austerity. And there's now some kind of virility contest going on to see who can cut in the most sharp and strong way, when in fact what we should be doing is investing in jobs. We should be getting people back to work. That's where the real crisis is at the moment. And I think as well there's this false dichotomy that Ed Balls is saying that, you know, we've got to have pay restraint because otherwise there's not going to be enough money to create more jobs. You know, I would love there to be pay restraint. Let's have pay restraint on all of those chief executives who are earning huge amounts, but not on low-paid workers. That's not where you need the pay restraint. And there's no evidence at all that suggests that by cutting the pay of low-paid workers, you then suddenly miraculously create other jobs in the economy. If we're serious about having a genuine opposition party, then what I think they should be doing is calling for the rollout of the living wage. They should be calling for proper taxation in terms of cracking down on tax avoidance, tax evasion. We should be looking at a Robin Hood tax. We should be looking at cancelling Trident. There are a whole range of things that we could be doing, including quantitative easing, putting that money directly into the economy, into jobs, not basically cutting our throats by more and more cutting on poorest people.